I thought I'd start the vlog here because I am home alone this weekend. It's been raining, it's very humid. I'm gonna go and do a quick walk into town for no other reason other than I need a moisturiser. I use a couple, but I use the, is it called Weleda? I'm not very good with branding names. Skin Food. I want to top that up, and they sell it in Superdrug, so I want to go and get that. But also I have a free coffee in Costa to pick up, and I'm going to wander back with that in my hand. So I'm just going to get a few things together, nip into town. It's only 9 o'clock. I was hoping to be there by now, but I'm just going to get going, shove my trainers on, wander in, and then come back, have some breakfast, and then I've got some painting I want to get done. I've got some orders to pack, and I just thought we'd spend some time together, and I can catch you up on the week and why I'm only picking up the camera on Saturday. Don't really know the answer to that, to be honest. It's just that it's been very hot and I've not wanted to be in my office at all. So I've been doing work at really funny times of day and just like getting the work done and then leaving the office. So today I'm going to try and be better. It is a bit cooler. So I'm going to go into town. Probably won't film that because it's literally just me running around like a headless chicken and trying to get back in time for the postman, because there's a couple of things that probably will be in the post today. Nothing exciting. So I'm going to go and do that now. Trainers on, out the door. I'm back from my trip into town. I'm very, very sweaty. It's so humid, and I decided to wear a black shirt, which I think you saw in a different clip, which felt fine until I had to walk up a hill that was like this. Anyway, I'm back now. It's 10:30, so I'm gonna just change into something more summery, and I'm gonna sit and potentially do some painting. But I thought I'd give you a mini Superdrug haul. I got this John Frieda Frizz Ease heat protectant spray. It was on offer in Superdrug. I just thought I'd see how it goes. It says it protects against heat styling and humidity. So my hair is it can go a little bit nuts if I try and curl it and it's humid. It doesn't like it. It gives Monica in Barbados in Friends. So hopefully this will help. I picked up another refill of my Nivea Soft. I love Nivea Soft. There's 2 moisturisers that I use on my body, and neither of them are too pricey. One is E45 lotion, which works wonders to really smooth out my skin. But I love using Nivea Soft, and I'll be honest, it's a really good moisturiser for body. I love using it on my hands, and I love using it on my body because it smells like holidays. It's the best. It just smells so good. If you're not sure about it, get the little tube first and try it. I love it. It's a staple for me. I will not be without my Nivea Soft. I also got, there's buy one get one free on sheet masks. So I got 2 of the simple ones. One is just a hydrating one, water boost. I will be looking younger. You'll tell when I've used this because I'll be glowing. In fact, I'll be glowing when I use this one. This one, 48-hour glow sheet mask. Brightens and revitalizes. Wonder if I can eat this. I could do with brightening and revitalizing from the inside as much as the outside. Keep you posted on those. And then finally, I think I said in an earlier clip I wanted to top up my how do you say it, Weleda Skin Food. I get the light version of this, and to be honest it's still pretty heavy, but if you've got slightly oily skin, I don't know whether you'll get on with this or not. It says in its intensive cream for dry skin. I've got quite an oily T-zone, so I tend to just put it, now that I'm over 40 and my skin is drying out a bit, I tend to put it on my cheeks and forehead at night time. So I'll use my retinol serum first, then I use this, and it seems to be quite a nice combination. Also does have a fragrance to it though, so if you're not into fragrances, maybe don't try this. A lot of people on TikTok seem to be loving this. I've used this for a long time. The same as my, what is it called? Embryolisse cream. Again, quite a rich moisturiser. I really like it. I honestly go by how my skin is feeling. And so I don't always use the same stuff every day. On that, I got this Revolution Vitamin C Moisture Cream, which I've never used before. And I honestly, if I have a day when my skin feels quite oily, I like a lighter cream. I'm hoping that this is going to be fairly light. It smells like oranges, as you'd expect. Feels quite light, so that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, just smells like most vitamin C creams, slightly orangey. But yeah, that's this one. That again was on offer. So I've topped up my moisturisers. I'm really into my makeup. I love makeup, I love skincare, so I like to try lots of different things, but I tend not to spend too much money. The only things I spend money on is a good retinol serum and also liquid exfoliant that I'll use every other day at night time. Always use an SPF. The SPF I'm using at the moment is the Inky List. I think it's called the Radiant SPF or something like that. It's really nice. Anyway, this is a studio vlog, not a beauty video, but I thought, let's just mix it up. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going to sort myself out, maybe eat something, and then potentially work in the kitchen, because the sun is still on that side of the house. Work in the kitchen and decide what I'm doing with my life. I am about to wrap an Etsy order and a Curious Lemon Designs order. I haven't mentioned Curious Lemons for a while, so I thought I'd reintroduce you. If you haven't seen Curious Lemons before, this is the little thank you card that I put in with the orders, if it even allows the focus to happen. It's only on Etsy, so if you go on to, actually it's linked below. I don't know why I always try and explain the web address when I link everything below, but basically you'll find a load of cards on there. I'm going to show you some now. Forgive me if you've already seen what Curious Lemons is all about, but basically it doesn't fit in with Leaf Lane Studio at all, so I just started it up as a separate thing just on Etsy. And so there's things like, it stemmed from something that I always say to my mum, and it's whenever she's talking about, let's say she talks about my dad and she'll be like, oh, you know, he really should go to the doctors, but he doesn't. And I'll say to her, Mum, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it go to the doctors. And literally you can use that lead a horse to water, but you can't make it blah 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 for any situation. So I had these ideas for cards, and obviously that doesn't fit in with my Leaf Lane Studio branding at all. So some of the horse to water ones, I've got, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it empty the dishwasher. All the horse to water cards are green with white writing. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't stop it being a twat. Sorry if you're not into the swearing thing, that's quite a good seller, that one. So I've got a load of horse to water cards, and in fact, how many cards have we got on there now? All of it, 47 on there at the moment. I've got ones like a whole bunch of cards that start with welcome to the age where. So I've got welcome to the age where you get excited about buying new household appliances. Welcome to the age where you take longer to start up than your computer. Welcome to the age where you look forward to putting the bins out. Welcome to the age where your pet has a more interesting social life than you do. Welcome to the age where you wake up in the morning and do a pain inventory. I do a pain inventory most mornings. Welcome to the age where your knickers are so big they double up as a parachute. You get the gist. So I've got a whole load of welcome to the age where. Then, they're not all kind of like funny cards or like quirky cards. Some of them are more simple. I've got like this one that says proud of you. Sorry, it's in a cello, but you get it. I've got one that says, I know you feel like you can't do this right now, but I just wanted to tell you that I believe in you, which I love. I've got another one which just says, everything will be okay. And then I have some for like general occasions as well. So I've got one that says, welcome to the world, little one. This one's really pretty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to focus. You'll see that it's just in different colours. There you go. Thank you, camera. So I've got those. I've got welcome to the world, baby girl, baby boy, little one, congratulations on your engagement, and there's heaps more coming. So very excited for that. So I'm wrapping, the one I'm wrapping today is welcome to the age where a late night is 9 PM. This is going to America. So I'm about to cut that up, get that folded up, put away, sent off, and then I have an order for Leaf Lane Studio, which is for Jade. Oops, focus the camera on your face, girl. And Jade has ordered a planner pad from the Enchanted Garden collection, a line notebook from the Enchanted Garden collection, a thank you card also from that collection, the washi tape from that collection, eco-friendly pen, a to-do list from the she's gone all in on the Enchanted Garden collection, and a sheet of gift wrap. So I'm going to sort that out for her, probably film it for TikTok somehow or another, but first of all I'm going to chop this card up and get this sent off, because that's the easy one to do, and then I'll work on the others. Then I want to do a blog post about art prints. That's the plan for today. I've got other things to do. I need to catch you up on the whole influencer thing as well, but I will do that later, and then later we're going to do some painting together too. Also, I have bought my baubles for this year, for this Christmas. I showed you at the end of the last vlog some clips of the ones that I did last year. I'll try and insert a couple of pictures of the ones I did last year. I did some more traditional Christmassy ones that were like green backgrounds, cream backgrounds, but I also did some brighter ones, and I did some really bright pink ones which were more like tropical themed, and I loved them. I only did a couple, but you guys love them too. I've already had some people reach out and say, when are the balls coming out? I don't want to miss them this year, because they sold out in like 20 minutes. I did a second batch, but only loved like 6 or so, because they take me a long time to do. So this year I've bought a whole load, and I'm really excited to get started on those. I need to think about the colours I'm going to use. I want to order some paints and see what paints I've got left, because I use quite an expensive gouache paint. It's really beautiful, really velvety, and I need to order some colours of that, but I need to decide what colour spectrum I'm going to be working in. Let's wrap this order first. So I'm waffling on. I've just had a coffee. Can you tell? Yes, you can. I've just packed my Curious Lemons order, and now I'm going to make some lunch because it's 12:25, and I want to just make sure I've had something to eat because I haven't had breakfast. So I'm going to make a little wrap, and then I'm going to heat it on the pan. I'm going to just basically make the wrap, fold it up, shove it on the pan for 2 minutes each side, and then it's super duper crunchy and delicious. I've just made myself an iced coffee. Now I'm going to go and pack that Etsy order that I was telling you about earlier. I'm trying to get better at using TikTok as a way of promoting my business and telling people about their orders as I pack them. So I'm going to get everything out that I need for this order, and then I'm going to set up my phone for a TikTok, but I need to put my phone on charge for a minute because I've been watching videos all morning and trying to watch Love Island. I'm normally really into Love Island, but I can't get into it this year. I'm only on episode 2. But I can't get into it. Normally I've bought into it by now, but I can't. I just think the guys are really, I mean, look, I'm coming at it from someone who's over 40, but I just think they're awful. Like, the guys are just terrible. I can't. So the Etsy order, she would like a Enchanted Garden planner pad, so one of those. She also wants the matching notebook and the to-do list, one of these as well. What a lovely little combination. So bright and colourful and perfect for summer. I love that. And she also wants the thank you card from this collection, so let me grab that. I move things around. When I go to market, I move where things are, and so sometimes I struggle to find things. Here we go, one of these. It's lovely as well, that all goes together. She wants the Enchanted Garden washi tape, so a lovely little set there. And she also wants eco-friendly pen. Got one of these all wrapped up in here. She wants a sheet of the floral gift wrap, so I'm just going to dig that out for her. There it is there. Easier said than done. Hang on, I need to put the camera down for this. So now it's 2:30, all of my orders are packed, and now I'm going to look at writing a blog post. I want to get one done for art prints. And how to display art prints, different ways of doing it. I want to use my blog post because I want to contact some home magazines about my art prints, and I want to have a blog post up about affordable art prints as well, to kind of like, so if they look on my website, there's something to read about that, as well as some pictures of my prints that aren't just on the point of sale. So I want to do that, so I'm going to try and do that. I also want to get some painting done, so maybe I'll give myself maybe an hour to write a blog post. I've done a TikTok and a reel today as well, and a reel on Curious Lemons, so I'm social media'd out, so I really need to do that. Plus tonight I need to write my newsletter that's going to go out tomorrow, but I'll do that. I usually do it when I'm sitting on the sofa on a Saturday evening, because although it goes out on Sunday, it's like a recap of the week email. So if you're not a member of my mailing list, by the way, it's free. You just click the link down below and join my mailing list, and then you'll get my Sunday email, which is called Notes from My Desk, and it's just the behind the scenes, what's been going on in the week, happy moments from the week, pictures, links to things I think are interesting or whatever. You guys on my mailing list also get a different code for offers as well, so you'll get more of a percentage off when there's a sale on or a new launch on, and yeah, it's worth doing for sure. I don't spam you. I email a little bit more if I'm launching something, otherwise you'll probably get a maximum of 2 emails from me per week, and you can easily unsubscribe. So as I say, it's free, so click on the link down below. Excuse the sound of the lawnmower in the background. I have started mocking up some images for my blog posts. This is the first one, which I really love.
And then I've done these kind of, this one's focused on black and white, and for no reason whatsoever I've put these colour match bits on here. And then I've done something very similar but with the brighter prints, and now I'm going to fill it in with the words that I've written with Squarespace, because it can be a little bit crashy sometimes on blog posts. Like if it crashes, it doesn't save it, like it doesn't auto save. I tend to write it outside of the program and then come back in with it. So my images are in, they're all saved, and now I'm just going to get a drink. Actually, I'm not going to sit outside for like 10 minutes and read my book, then I'm going to come back and write this. I have got my blog post up. It is now front and centre on my website, just here, elevate your home decor on a budget, art prints. And I've kept it quite short and sweet actually, but I've just got some tips and tricks on 2 ways to display them, and also other ways to display on a budget, so ways to hang them and ways to display them in terms of like framing, recycling, that sort of thing. So that blog post is now up, and now I'm going to go and cook some dinner. Then I want to just do a little bit of work on my laptop downstairs. It's so hot in this office, I need to get out of this office. And then when it's cooled down a little bit, I want to go and do some deadheading in the garden, and maybe the painting will have to wait till tomorrow. The other thing I need to do, guys, tomorrow actually, or maybe later, we'll see, is I've designed another, remember I did these in the last vlog, the little thank you cards? I've designed one other one which I want to print out. It's a lot more simple, a little bit of a different style, but I thought I'd have a couple on the go for people who order in fairly close succession, so I want to do that. And I also quite fancy experimenting with a little bit of watercolour randomly this weekend, so I've got myself a lot of things that I could do. Let's just see how I feel. I'm boiling hot, but I'm going to go and make dinner, and maybe pour myself some Prosecco. It's 10 to 5, can I do that on a Saturday? Of course I can. I hope you're enjoying this random weekend of stuff with me. I'll probably just leave the vlog as the weekend, and we'll just spend the weekend together. Nothing else to do, is there? Today's Sunday, guys. If I look a different colour to yesterday, that's because I put some fake tan drops in with my moisturiser last night. I actually scared myself when I looked in the mirror this morning because I looked a little bit like an Oompa Loompa, and I forgot that I'd put it on. I've gone a bit patchy around certain areas as well. I'll exfoliate that later. Just keeping it real here, guys, you know, we're all humans. This morning I have done a bit of journaling and did a bit of a face mask, put some moisturiser on, you know, trying to wake myself up a bit. I had a really bad night's sleep. Gizmo was out, and there's a cat that beats her up constantly, and I had to go and rescue her several times. At one point, I think it was about 2:15 in the morning, I went running down past next door's house in my pyjamas, chasing the other cat away because it had her pinned down. Oh, cat life. Anyway, I feel pretty tired, so what time is it now? It is 10:30. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just clear some space on the kitchen table, and I'm going to do some painting, and then I will try and do a bit of a catch up with you about influencer stuff, my thoughts around that, and I also need to catch you up around t-shirts and other ideas I've got entering my brain box. But first I just want to get into some painting for a bit. I need to wash my palette. Why don't I do it after I finish painting? Pray tell. I'm just having a tiny little break from painting, and I thought I'd quickly finish the other thank you card, that will go in with orders. I think, I don't know if I've shown it to you already. I'll show it to you now, and I just need to finish the lettering, and it's going to be really, really simple. But yeah, a bit different to the other one, very different style, but I like having two styles. So let me turn you around and I'll show you. So here we go. This is a picture that I drew when I was actually sitting in the garden. So I just need to do the lettering. Yeah, this is of the poached egg flowers that are in the garden, and I've kind of done it really loose. So all of this over the edge stuff is really intentional, and you see it's got some texture on there. But yeah, I was just going to do that as a little thank you card. Excuse my very slicked back hair. I have a little bit of hair oil in it, and I'm about to go training, well, in an hour or so. So, no point washing it. You join me by the gin bottles. It's Monday today, by the way. I wanted just to insert a couple of very short clips because I've got up this morning and a couple of poppies have opened. I'm not sure if one's a papaver and one's a poppy, but either way, they're beautiful. I'll pop those clips in as I'm talking. The garden just surprises me because at night time it looks a certain way, and by the morning sometimes a lot has opened. Joe is due home any second now, so I'm just making myself some breakfast, and then we've got a shopping delivery, then I'm going to go to the gym, and this vlog will be the last one for 2 weeks. Oh, I got a hiccup, sorry, because I've got to go to my mum and dad's on Wednesday to decorate their conservatory. So Joe and I are swapping places like ships in the night, and I will be going off to Surrey and he'll be here. So there's nothing to vlog really from like Wednesday all the way through to the weekend. So I won't do a vlog until the following week. I have been painting all day. I've started painting the roses, which are the most difficult thing I've ever painted. But I think I'm getting there now. Right now I'm in the office because I want to print off that other thank you card. Remember I showed you that I did these ones last time, and I showed you me drawing the other one, or I'll show you the time lapse. Maybe I haven't shown you yet. Let me put the time lapse over me talking right now. So I drew this one based on the poached egg flowers or poached egg plants that are in the garden, and I just went and sat myself down in front of them one day and thought, these are pretty, I'm going to draw them. And so now I have another card to print out, so I'm just going to, I think I've put it on Google Drive, and I'm going to just set that up as a square card, see if I can fit a couple onto A4. I'm thinking maybe I better fit like 6 onto A4. Chop them up, have a little look at them, and I also could do with printing out more of these ones because there's only 3 left, so I might do that as well maybe. And then, oh, I was going to catch you up on some influencer stuff. I need to shut this vlog down, but I also need to show you those other t-shirts size wise in comparison to each other. Maybe I should do that as well. Okay, let me just print the card, then we'll talk about t-shirts and influencers. Okay my loves, so here we are again with me having to show my body on camera. We all know how much I love it. This is the original t-shirt that I showed you in the last vlog, or maybe the one before that. This is a large. Obviously I've rolled the sleeves up because it's warm. But let me show you with the sleeve down. And then in terms of size, so I would say that this is true size for me. For context, I'm about size 14, so it fits well, a bit of room, you know. Lengthwise it's quite long. This is not flattering, it's quite long, and I personally think that's okay. It does, I've just got this out of the wash, so it does stretch a little bit, so if you can stretch it a little bit and make it a little bit loose around the bottom. So this is a large. Okay, this is difficult for me, I hope you appreciate this. I definitely couldn't be any kind of styling vlogger or whatever those trendy people are called. This size is extra large. Differences, the sleeves are longer. I would say the other size is more my sort of size. This one obviously is a different design. This says trust in yourself at the bottom, which is weird because I'm literally just making the little trust in yourself cards, which I said I would show you and haven't yet, but I've decided I want to make them into regular postcards because I don't like the squares. Anyway, I digress. So, am I focused? So I would say, yeah, this is obviously looser and then longer as well. So it's quite long, but to be fair, like if you just rush it up like this, it will stay there. Or you can tuck it in. I'm wearing my like literally creased old linen trousers. I always choose the best times, but yeah, this is the extra large. So in comparison now you can flip backwards and forwards and see the difference. So I'm thinking of bringing out all of my Stay Wild colours on white t-shirts. Eventually I want to do some embroidered t-shirts, but Stay Wild, this giant vase here with the trust in yourself at the bottom. I've got this one which is don't be afraid to take up space in the world, which I love. This is just so summery, isn't it? I love it. And then this one, which is the Know Your Worth t-shirt. So I think I'm going to try and get those on the website. I need to talk to you more about that, but first of all I'm going to get changed back into what I was wearing before because it's hotter than the sun in my office and I need something cooler, and I need to do that right now. In terms of t-shirts, the way that this will work, because they're going to be a POD, which is a print on demand product, this is where I slightly freak out because I won't have any control. I'm just fiddling around with folding a t-shirt, by the way, that's what I'm doing here. I'm not going to have any control over seeing the products before they come to you. So a few things to note is obviously I've got samples of the ones that I'm going to put up and washed them and ironed them. When they first arrive, they smell quite inky. I'm just telling you all this now, so it's no shock. They smell a bit inky, and that goes after one wash. So my suggestion would be turn them inside out, pop them straight in the wash, and then voila. They are sourced by an eco standard, but what I can't control is the packaging that the company puts them in. Obviously if it's down to me they wouldn't come with plastic, but I cannot control that. Right now this is like an experiment to see whether they sell, and if they do then maybe one day I can actually get some in stock. But also I've decided against putting my label on the inside because it costs so much more. So I don't want to put Leaf Finish Studio on the inside just because that means that you will have to pay more for the t-shirt because they have to charge me an extra £2 I think to put, or whatever it is, to put a label on the inside. So for now it's just about, you know, a fun collection of t-shirts. Shipping times, they say, I think when I've done my orders, they sort of say they go from like 7 days to 21 days shipping. I've always got mine in under a week, but again, this is, you've got to go by what I put. I'll put it on the website, but it links to the print on demand place. I've experimented with it, I've washed things, I've worn them, so far so good. Size wise, again, I can only go by what they say on their website, and I've given you a rough guide of like me being a 14. The large is like my true size. If I want to go slightly oversized, I'd go extra large. They go up to, I'll have to confirm that actually. When I launch these I'll do a video anyway, but yeah, you just need to have a look at their sizes, and if you can quickly measure like your chest or your hips or like whatever, then you'll get a good guesstimation of size. But for me personally, they're little cotton t-shirts that I just want to wear around the house, like with leggings or with shorts in summer, and I just love the slightly more quirky designs that you can't find anywhere else. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. I may do the bright version of this one as well as the black and white, and for reference that looks like, wait a minute, I'm finding every version of it but the one that I want. For reference, this, there you go, that is the colour of the brighter version. So yeah, I might put that up as well, but other than that, for initially I'm just going to start with the black and white Stay Wild, which I showed you just now, the one that I was wearing just now, which was the chunky bars one, which Trust in Yourself at the bottom, and then the Don't Be Afraid to Take Up Space in This World, just adore that one. And then this one, this is the You Know Your Worth one, and it has the pink background on it. Remember what I said in the other vlog, if you saw the other vlog, where I was talking about how because they print onto the white and because it's very, very soft cotton, some of the colours, I think I would describe the way these print as vintage or distressed. So they're not going to be like, because it's not a plasticky print, it's built into, like, it's printed into the cotton, so you're going to find that they look a little bit kind of not, I mean, I'm happy with them. This is the effect that I wanted. So they're not quite as, it doesn't help that they don't focus in, there you go. They're not quite as vibrant as you may think, but they are vibrant though, like this one. Again, it doesn't help that I'm holding it up and it's sort of white, so it can be a bit see-through, but if I hold it up like this, will it focus in? Yeah, there you go. So that gives you a better idea. And what I love as well, it picked up on some of the detail of, like, you see the dots on the vase? It's got the texture of my drawing on there, which I love. So yeah, now I've done this video, I can start wearing these more. I was worried I was going to get a stain down one of them or something, because that's what I'm like. I was going to tell you about, I can't remember these t-shirts whilst I tell you. I was going to tell you about influencers. So I've reached out to two, one on Instagram and one on an email. The one on an email, I love her so much. I'm not going to tell you who it is, because I probably am not going to get anywhere with it. That's not the attitude, is it? But she has about, I think, 87 or 90,000 followers on Instagram. She's got a YouTube channel. I love her so much. We're very similar characters and I just love her, full stop. But she would be, like, amazing if I could work with her. I sent her a very honest email, professional but honest, about, you know, I've watched her for years and years, and like, we watch her and her other half's travel vlogs, as well as the stuff that she does for, about books or home renovation or stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, I've reached out to her and I'll keep you posted. And the other person I've reached out to is somebody who I followed on Instagram for a little while, who is living in Cornwall, and I don't know that she'll think what I do is a good fit. This is the thing, now I've got the art prints as well as the stationery. I've sort of said, look, you may find that the stationery isn't maybe what you want, but I've got art prints, or likewise, if the art prints aren't what you got, I've got stationery, or maybe you want to look at both. So I've just reached out and we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but I will let you know. And I did it, so I wanted to just let you know that I did do it, because I did promise you that I would. I am going to close this vlog down here, and I said earlier on in the earlier clip that there won't be a vlog next week because I'm going to my mum's to decorate, and so there's no point trying to vlog that. It's literally going to be me painting a conservatory and a downstairs toilet. No one needs to see that. So I will pick up the vlog again, but make sure you're checking out my Instagram stories, because I'll still be posting on there, like chattering away like I do about other things. If you buy from the shop, I'm going to keep my shops open, but I'm going to put up date of postage, change my postage dates a bit, because obviously if I'm not here, I'm probably going to be gone from Wednesday, where we say the 19th, 20th, 21st, so Wednesday 21st, the 1st of June, till maybe I'll come home on Saturday. So I don't know yet, but if you do order, then don't expect it to be packed for a little while. But yeah, I think that's everything. Right guys, I'm going to end this vlog here, and I will catch up with you in the next one, where hopefully I would have done a little bit of work, drawn some stuff, and we'll have some things to talk about in terms of what I'd like to bring out next. Also hopefully have a t-shirt update. I want to get these out really soon, because and available to you guys really soon. I might work on putting those on a POD, my print on demand, on linking them to Squarespace and Etsy whilst I'm at my mum's, because that gives me something to do in the evenings when I finish painting. Okay, I'm waffling. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please give this vlog a like if you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It means everything and it really helps. We're creeping up in numbers and I appreciate all of you. So thank you so much, and have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.